Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Anastasia and today I'm going to be doing a Boxy Charm review of my September box. So I'm really excited. I opened up my box and I got the Violet Voss palette. I'm really excited about this palette and this company. I've never tried Violet Voss, but I've heard great things and I just dug my nail into the green shade. That's always wonderful. So I've heard good things about this brand, so I'm really excited to try it. I was excited to see that. I also got some new brushes from Moda Pro, which is always exciting. I love getting new brushes because I really hate buying them. So these are really cool. They have a nice grip to them, a nice texture on the actual brush, and the bristles feel really soft. So I'm going to use these to create my eye look today. I'm also going to try a new brow product. It came with the $1 Billion Brows, and this is by, I guess that's the name of the company, is $1 Billion Brows, because I don't see another brand on here, BDB. And then it says it's called the Microblade Effect Brow Pen in Dark, so this should be my shade, hopefully. And then I'm also going to try the Hank & Henry Blackity Black liquid liner, which I'm really excited to try. And it sounds like it has one of those little balls inside to make sure that the product is nice and mixed. So I'm also excited to try this. I do have some new products from Morphe, some new lip products using my new Huda Beauty Tantour. I've been loving this product. Glad that I purchased that. And with the Morphe foundation, I have been using it. It is a little bit thick for me, but what I do, and it's also a little too dark, so what I do is I mix my L'Oreal Infallible with this, and I find that that works great. I'm going to do like more of a sped up video with a voiceover for this video. So, oh, and another thing I got in my Boxy Charm was the Dr. Brandt Recovery Sleeping Mask, which I'm excited to try this product and see if I like it, because I have tried Dr. Brandt's primer before and some of his other facial masks, and I do really enjoy that brand. It is a little bit more pricey, but it is worth it because it is a good medical grade product. So I'm going to go ahead and start by doing a little bit of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose Prime and Base. This is a little hydrating to my skin and it preps it, and I'm feeling a little bit dry and my lotion's in the bathroom, so we're not even going to go there. So we're just going to jump right in now. I always start off with my No Problem Prime Essence and just rub this all over my face before using my blurring primer from e.l.f. And this is the Putty Primer, and you can find this anywhere really, Target, Walmart. It is amazing. Next, I'm going to take the Morphe Fluidity Foundation, and I'm also going to take my L'Oreal Infallible, and I'm going to blend the two together. I found that this gives me the shade that I need as well as the coverage, and the L'Oreal Infallible thins out the Morphe foundation just a bit, giving it the perfect texture and consistency that I'm looking for in a foundation. Once I get the product blended out with the brush, I always love to take a beauty blender and just bounce that all over to make sure that everything is blended into the skin and there's no streak marks from the brush. And now I'm grabbing my Huda Beauty Tantour, which I have really been loving this product. It goes on super dark, but it actually blends out really nicely and just gives a beautiful warmth to the face. And it is a really good base for your contour powder to go on top of. And now I'm going to grab the Morphe concealer, and I'm just going to apply this under the eye area and blend this out with my beauty blender. I'm also going to grab another concealer, which is in a lighter shade, which I normally do. I usually blend this product with another one. Today I'm going to be using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer to just brighten up the inner corner and underneath that eye area, and use this also as my eyeshadow primer. Now I'm grabbing my Huda Beauty powder. I have really been loving this powder. I don't love the fact that it is fragranced, but I do love the application of it. I love how it brightens and the texture of the powder and everything about it. So if they can make it without a fragrance, that would be a bonus. Now we're going to dive into the Violet Voss Essentials palette. I'm really excited about this product. I love the color scheme, and it has my matte black, although I am going to be using a new brow product, but if I don't like that, then I may just dip into a little bit of this to fill in my brows. And it has some really great transition shades. I think I'm going to go for more of the pink tones and see how that does. Maybe add a little bit of this gold, maybe a little cream to the center. We'll just see what we come up with. I just have an appointment today, so I don't need to look fancy, but I have some extra time, so I wanted to do a video and come up with a really pretty look for you guys. This is a fluffy crease brush, and I'm first going to start off with the shade Dusty Rose, which is a beautiful matte. It's a matte pink, just as its name, a dusty rose. So I'm going to make sure that I buff out any creases before I add the shadow. They blend out quite nicely. It is a product, it seems, that you do need to kind of build up and just continually put more product. There's not a lot of kickback in the palette, which is nice, and it blends out quite nicely. So far so good. Now I'm going to dip into the shade Sand, which is this like orangey base matte, and I'm just going to put that a little bit lower than the Dusty Rose. Just going to kind of blend the two together. Little bit of fallout, but not too bad. Okay. Now I'm going to dip into the shade Cinnamon, which is also a matte, and apply that to the outer corner and pull it into the crease. This is coming off a little fall, which I really love. I actually ended up blending in that cinnamon shade over top the other two colors, and I really like what it did. It actually gives like a hint of orange, a hint of burgundy. I do want to sharpen the edges just a bit, so I'm going to just take the Morphe foundation just to give a nice crease there, and I'm going to dip into the black shade just a bit, kind of bang that off, and I'm just going to stick that on there on my eye from the outer corner up to the tail of the brow, and I'm just going to apply this right along the outer edge and pull it in. I'm just going to grab a little more of that color. This is a really soft black. It's not very pigmented, so, which is fine. I mean, you should have a really pigmented one and one that's not as pigmented that you could build, so that way it doesn't, if you don't want that dramatic of a look, like I was not intending to go this dramatic, but here we are. So this should be fun. Now I'm just going to clean off whatever product is left on the brush. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to buff that black out into those transition shades. Then I'm just going to take a little more of the Huda powder and I'm just going to kind of cut underneath that black to kind of brighten it a little bit, because we got the transition shade down there, which is fine. We can blend that into the lower lash line and do a nice blown out look, but I'm just going to brighten it a little bit. Clean it up. Okay, I'm going to take a break on the eyes for a minute and I'm just going to do my brows real quick. So I'm going to try the $1 Billion Brow. Oh, this is the one that has those like teeth, the 3 little teeth. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to make some hair marks here. Wow. Let me get a closer mirror because this is insane. This is definitely more of a natural looking brow, which is nice for like a beach day or a no makeup day, but I do prefer my brows to be a bit darker than this. Although the product is lovely, it's performing well, I think most people don't wear their brows super like dark like I do, so I think this is a nice product for someone that would like more of a natural looking microbladed brow. Microbladed brow. Let's say that 10 times fast. But it is performing really nicely. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go in with a little bit of black shadow just to deepen it up a bit. For me, I like it to be more defined up at the top. So I'm just going to take an angled brush and I'm going to take the black shade and just kind of darken that up a bit. So that's how I prefer my brow to be, much more bold and defined, but this is totally nice for just a natural look when you want to do like a soft glam. And it seems like that brow product has like almost like a brow gel feel. So I do feel like my brows are a little bit stiff. So if you like something that holds your brows in place, it seems like that product will do that for you. Okay, so now I'm going to take a small little detail brush and I'm going to take the shade Cream and I'm just going to apply this under the brow bone, or right under the brow. Wow, that's a really pretty shimmer. I barely tapped into the pan for that and it's really pretty. It glides on really nicely for being applied with a dry brush. And I think I'm going to take this gold color and do like a kind of like a cut crease with it. Or maybe I should do, yeah, I want to do a cut crease. Okay, I'm going to wet the brush a little bit and just see what this product can do. So I'm really loading up my brush on one side, and I'm just going to spritz it with a little Morphe setting spray. I really like that, how that turned out. Super pretty. So I like this palette. I want to play around with it some more and really see what it can do. I'm going to, before I finish that, let me, oh, and I forgot to use my new brushes. I'm going to take the Plum Berry color, and this is a shimmer, and I'm just going to use this like as my liner on the lower lash line. When you're doing your makeup, it always makes it easy if you have a mirror in front of you and you also have like a handheld mirror that you can look down and do your makeup. So that way you're not like trying to close your eye and figure it out. Like you could keep both eyes open and do your thing. So that is really helpful. And then obviously when you're doing the lower lash line, it's easy to do the opposite and look up at the mirror. And that way you're not getting it in your eyeball and you can see what you're doing. So that brush was nice. I can't wait to try this one. It's like a pointed crease brush. That will be nice to try. So now I'm going to take the Hank & Henry Slick With It Blickety Black Long Wear Liquid Eyeliner. That's a mouthful. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be like a brown, but it says it's blackety black. So just shake it up a little bit. I've been looking in this mirror and I didn't even take the plastic thing off yet. I didn't realize. Okay, so again, this comes in handy for liner as well when you have the mirror to look down and see what you're doing. That also helps too when you have that cut line. It also helps with your liner to really get it to match up. So I'm really happy with that. This product went on super easy. It is very pigmented. It is a matte black. So far so good. I really do like this product. It didn't drain into my eyes like some others have done. So I'm gonna give this a thumbs up for sure. So far I'm really liking everything that came in the Boxy Charm this month. So now I'm going to, I think I should put on lashes because these eyes are pretty bold. Now I'm just going to take my Lash Paradise and put that on my natural lashes to meld them into the falsies. Going to brush away all the fallout now and the excess powder. Going to use the new angled brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit more of that cream shade, and I'm just going to apply that on the lower lash line on the inner corner. Now I'm just going to take a little of my Wet n Wild contour powder. I'm just going to warm up the face and go over those contour lines, kind of blend it all out. And I also like to bring this on the apple a little bit, just to give a little bit of warm base, and then I'll apply the blush and blend it together. This is the new brush that came in the Boxy Charm. This is the same brush that I used for my lower lash line to apply that purple. Just cleaned it off, and now I'm using it to chisel out the details of the nose. Now I'm going to take my Wet n Wild, or I'm sorry, my e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm just going to mix all the shades together and apply that to the apples and blend it into the contour as well. Then I'm going to take the Morphe lip liner in the shade Backseat Love, which is a nice nude. I'm just going to line my lips. Really pretty color. Glides on super nice. It's a huge pencil, and I think it was like $4.25. So great pricing at Morphe. I really love their products, if you haven't noticed. And I'm going to take this Morphe lipstick, and this is the shade Wifey. And I'm just going to add a little bit of a gloss topper, and this is the Morphe Trippy Gloss. Just going to put a little bit on top. Very pretty, I love it. Okay, so this is the completed look. Oops, almost forgot highlight. Let me do a little bit of that real quick. I'm using my Jeffree Star, as I always do. Peach Goddess. There we go. Much better. Okay, so now this is the completed look. So as far as the Boxy Charm goes, I think it was a great box this month. So I'm happy with it. I really like this look and how it turned out. I think it's really pretty and sultry and fall-like. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I would love to hear your feedback on any future videos you would like to see. I always appreciate you for taking the time to watch my videos, and if you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for my next video. I hope to see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.